Death's Door. Did you know from the beginning that Bobby would come back?
Okay. What happened with Death's Door is they called me in September. And shut up. They called me in September. It was one of those phone calls that actors hate to get when they're on a show. An assistant says, I have both your executive producers on the line. Both bosses don't call together for good news. So they said, we have bad news and good news. And the bad news isn't so bad. And I said, oh, is it raining? And they said, no, we're killing you. I thought, that's worse than raining. But they said, don't worry, you'll be coming back sometime. We're pretty sure. Maybe. But probably. Maybe this year. Maybe when you're really old. I don't know. So they were not certain about anything. They didn't give me a lot of hope. They tried to give me a lot of hope. They kept saying, oh, don't worry. It may only be 5 years. I was a little nervous. That was September, I think, early September. We shot the episode, we shot Death's Door in October.
Yes.
Yes, bravo.
You guys were easy. And they still didn't know. They said, you're probably going to be a ghost. Maybe sometime. And I said, okay, well, do I need to look for another job? And they said, we don't know. So none of this was really helping. And then, so we finished shooting Death's Door. And they even had a little, not a party, but a little going away gathering of the whole cast and crew for me. And I thought, oh, I'm dead. If they give you a goodbye party, you're not in the next episode. So, and then I went off just knowing that probably I'd be back sometime. And then it wasn't until December, I think, that they called and said, you're probably coming back around episode 18 or so. So, yeah, I didn't know it all, for sure. I figured probably, especially after the episode was shown, and I mean, I have to give a very big thank you to all of you fans, because the response after that episode was amazing. You guys were so kind to me, and it was very touching that you were all so saddened by Bobby's death.
Yes.
And you know, it didn't even cost you any money. But I thought after we saw the reaction, I thought they're going to bring me back pretty soon, I think. And so far I'm back, and I'm transparent. And if this doesn't work out, I'm going to try and get a show with Casper. Do they have Casper in Italy? Yeah? Yeah. Whose idea was, let's make a cartoon about a dead kid? Anyway, okay. That's a very long answer to a much better question. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm afraid that Bobby might end like Mary. She sacrificed herself for the boys when she was a ghost, and please tell them that I don't like that idea. I'll see you go like that.
Oh, I've been telling them that idea. I don't like that idea either. think I have a better agent. So, that's actually kind of an inside joke because Samantha and I have the same agent. So, yeah, don't worry. But see, you have to be careful on Supernatural. You say, oh, please don't make Bobby destroy himself. And they say, oh, okay, well, Bobby can stay alive, and a different actor will play him. So you have to be very careful, you know. But I think they're pretty happy with me. I think probably Bobby will be around in some form or another as long as the show goes. As long as I go. By the way, that reminds me, there's apparently a big rumor going around that the show has been picked up for season 8. It hasn't yet. It has not officially been picked up as of yesterday, the last time I checked the news. So I don't know how the rumor got started that it was official, but it's not. But they just hired new production staff. You don't sign contracts with employees and say, we'd like you to do this job, but next week you're fired. So I have a pretty good feeling that the show will be around for season 8. Actually, I have a pretty good feeling it will be around for longer than that. Oh, God. Excuse me while I indulge myself here. Okay, product placement. Take lots of pictures of the water bottle. Salud. Pizza.
Een bak friet.
Lasagna. I still only know like one complete sentence. I think I did it before, so probably I shouldn't do it now. Il tempo fa passare l'amore fa passare il tempo. That's kind of downbeat, isn't it? Or did you understand?
No. No,
hi.
we didn't.
Good morning.
Hi, Jim. I'm still asleep, sorry.
Oh, you were
yeah.
not asleep last night. You were cooking last night.
Still Victoria from Dublin, and I don't know if my friends ask you as well. A typical day, what difference is a typical day of Jim and a typical Bob's day? And if that is similar, it all ends with balls.
A typical day of Bobby and a typical day. The difference between Bobby's typical day and my typical day is that nobody's really trying to kill me, as far as I know. My life is much more sedate, where Bobby spends hours combing through books of ancient lore, trying to come up with the solution to some spiritual mystery. I spend hours watching Charlie Chan movies. So, of course, Bobby doesn't have a kid, So if you don't count the two big ones. So I spend. Huh? Well, that's what I was saying. If you don't count the big ones, he doesn't have a little one, you know. Of course, my 10-year-old is way smarter than those guys. So I have never had to call my kid an idiot. Yeah, my life is a lot easier than Bobby's, especially now because I am alive, and Bobby, not so much. You don't have to clap every time I There's three guys here. So that's one of the things that I love about coming to conventions is that it's mainly girls. I don't know. Contrary to what Mark Shepard is spreading around, I like girls. So, and I will have to confess that before I started playing Bobby, I never once in my life said idiots. And I never once in my life said balls. So, I guess, I don't know if that ruins the mystique, but those are Bobby-isms, and I let him say them, so. Okay. I'm going to see if I can work that into a script. Hi.
Hi. You're amazing. Just to say.
You're not so bad yourself.
Thank you. I have two questions. One is about you and Bobby's characters. Bobby sees Sam and Dean like two sons. You, in reality, think Jared and Jensen are kind of this relation with you?
Here's a nice Italian word. No. No.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. I play a sort of parental figure to the boys on the show. But in real life, we are colleagues. We're professionals who work together, and our age difference doesn't, well, what age difference? We're friends, and we're colleagues, and I have probably gotten more good advice from them than they have ever gotten from me. And I don't give them, it's not that much. But no, I mean, if you go to work at your job and you work with somebody you like, and sometimes you have coffee after work or drink after work, but mainly you're at work and you enjoy being there with that person, well then that's pretty much what my relationship with Jared and Jensen is. But it's not the same as Bobby and the boys. So.
Okay, thank you. And the second is, like Bobby, what partner between Samantha and the sheriff you like more?
You're trying to get me killed, aren't you?
No, I think you're amazing. They suggest me a threesome.
Oh, I've been suggesting that. It's funny, I was right before they called me to tell me that I was getting killed. I finally gave in and started thinking about writing an episode of the show. And it would have been very cool, I think, from my perspective, because there wasn't a threesome. What's Italian for foursome? Oh, you know. Yeah, there's the voice of experience. Yeah, so that, let me see, who was going to be in that foursome? That was going to be, oh, it was going to be Ellen and the sheriff and my zombie wife and, oh, Pamela. Cinque. Okay, well, the scene's getting a little crowded now, but then I was just starting to put the idea together. It was a pretty good script idea, if I do say so myself. And then they called up and said, well, first off, we burned down your house, which is where the entire episode was going to take place. And we're going to kill you. So it didn't work out. I gave up on the script. But let's just say that I'm an equal opportunity employer.
That's good. Thank you so much.
If I had picked one name, all three of the others would kill me. So.
Hello? Sebastian couldn't come.
Good.
So my name is Pedro. Pedro González is Chorizo y Bahía y Suárez. We wanted to say hello. The Sebastian will be coming soon, in 1 hour after the panel. It's your turn. Is my mustache on?
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Threesome.
Oh, Lord. There's quite a bit about you that reminds me of Sebastian, however.
I'm back. Who wants my cubic?
She's like, hey. I mean, where do we go from here, Sebastian? I mean, you started up here now, and there's nowhere to go. Okay.
How are you today? Come on.
What's up? Is this
Leotard.
what was that?
Yesterday, basically, every time I say tight leotard, they have to say this: Mark Pellegrino in a tight leotard. A beaver in a tight leotard. Agent. That sounds sexy.
White leotard. Tight leotard. Can I change the rules and say white leotard? White leotard? Different response, not the same.
New word now. New word. Anybody? Fantastico! Frank. No. Who said that? Who said that?
Come on up here.
Another word, come on. No, we've done that.
It's too early in the morning to be thinking